I'm sorry if the next chapter took a while. It's because I'm a student, so schoolwork took my time, so I apologize. Please enjoy the rest of the video. Part 1 ended when Boda and Lita, with the introduction of the Union Busan ship, closed in. Boda and Lita admire the ship's massive size. As it gets closer to them, the duo gets shocked noticing bubbles coming underwater. Then a submarine emerges, introducing the new side character, Brune. Brune greets Kana. However, Kana calls them slow Brune, then retorts saying Kana is just too fast. They are not slow. And then the band of harpoonists is shown. A couple of people came to watch the commotion. The two kids were shocked, as it was their first time seeing so many people in years. Boda gets emotional as he tells Lita they are finally safe, then proceeds to hug Lita tightly. Long story short, the harpoonist and resident scientists investigated the rubble as the two kids were sent to the ship deck. Underwater, the scientists discovered the body of the monster Boda's dad fought. They confirmed it to be the real Kentrasi, shocking the others, including Brune and Kana. Kentrasi is one of the 7 devils of the sea in the current world. Brune asked Kana if she was the one who killed Kentrasi. However, Kana was also in shock as she answered she wasn't. Her answer also shocked them, because of the big question left: who killed Kentrasi? Among the rubble, Kana notices Bota's father's sword and took a glimpse at the kids.
Aboard the ship, the kids are questioned by a guy named Kiho. However, he won't believe the kids' answers when said that they have been adrift for about 10 years. The man said he didn't need false information. However, the kids insisted that they were telling the truth. Their dad is with them but died because of the monsters. After the questioning, Boda then asked more about the harpoonist. Kiho then told them that they were the protectors of the moving city, confirming what his dad told him. Kiho also explains the stars of harpoonists. Every star means 100 sea monsters killed. However, that's why Kana is very impressive, as she has 3 stars, meaning she has 300 confirmed kills while others get killed before even earning their 1 star. Boda then asked if someone had 6 stars, which meant 600 confirmed kills. Kiho laughed at what he said because that would mean he was a legend and that was impossible. But Boda definitely knows that his father has 6 stars. Back to the harpoonist, Kana is looking intently at the siblings, as she reminisces on a past event against a monster called Skatoon. It has a very hard shell that all of the Union Busan's harpoonists need to fight, and many died. Everyone said that someone killed it, but they didn't kill it. Skatoon left after having its fill. Brune said that's a fairy tale, but Kana angrily said that it's the truth because she's there. Kiho brought the kids to the entrance of the ship and one of them gave the stuff they found on their destroyed boat. 2 kids were then briefed by Kiho that they could stay in the city if they wanted to, but needed to follow rules to avoid being kicked out. Then Kiho brought them to the market to buy shoes, and they arrived at a shoe seller's shop. The shoe seller tried to trick them as the 2 kids didn't know the trading system on the ship. However, Kiho saved them by telling the other shop owners that the kids have real whiskey with them. Many shop owners tried their luck, as whiskey is a rare trade on the ship. Boda and Lita then bought food and other necessities and went straight to their designated room. Outside the ship, Brune and the others are busy lifting Kentrasi's corpse, which shocked everyone. Apparently, the doctor wants to study one of the water world's apex predators. Kana, again with her 2 giant weapons, went to an artisan to check on Boda's sword. The artisan confirmed that the sword really is a real harpoonist sword, which means it really is Tianma's sword, revealing that Boda's father is named Tianma, the legendary Leviathan killer. Kana knows that according to the wounds found on Kentrasi's body, it was a desperate fight. Tianma is trying to protect her family. The story cuts to a flashback back when Kana was still a young girl. Her parents were refugees of the Union Busan. Their life is hard. The refugees need to hunt scraps to sell at Union Busan in exchange for supplies. Every day they need to face the danger of water and attack the sea monsters. The refugees' deaths were not so important to the citizens of the floating city. However, they were given the task of earning their citizenship. They need to find the deep-sea exploration mecha created in the old world. They eventually found the mechas. However, Skatoon attacks the group of refugees, eaten and pierced. and the refugees flee as their weapons are no match to its thick carapace. Kana's eyes are scratched and she loses her other eye. Her father desperately called Union Busan asking for help. However, her father begged to at least save the kid, but they were denied. As the call ended, Skatum showed up and crushed her father's body, and Kana accepted her fate as Skatum attacked, but then Tianma, Boda's father before the author nerfed him, showed up and saved Kana. Tianma faced Skatum in a 1vs1 while Kana watched from the back. The fight is a tough one because of Skatum's carapace.
However, as the fight prolonged, Skatum started backing out, his armor breaking with every attack he received from Tian. Kana intently watched the fight, as Tian cut one of Skatum's claws. Skatum, thinking the fight isn't looking good, throws rubbles to Kana. Kana got stuck to the rubbles as the smoke cleared. Skatum then attacked the other refugee trying to escape, impaling Tian's leg in the process. Despite the injuries, Tian still is too fast for Skatum. The fight, however, needs to end. Sunlight starts kissing the waves, warning Skatum to escape. Tian checked on Kana as the harpoonists of Union Busan came swarming, not to save them but to collect the mechas. Kana is given treatment and permanent citizenship. The harpoonists were praised by the Union because of the false information. Back at the ship, Kana confronts the guy who declined their request for help. However, she's too weak. Luckily, she's saved again by Tian. Tian is too strong for the guards, so they have no choice but to run away. After that, Kana began her training arc to greatness. The flashback ended. Kana decided to fulfill her debt to Tianma by protecting his kids. Days passed and Boda was busy looking for jobs, but because his too young, many jobs weren't for him. Physical labor and scrap work weren't for him either, and others just didn't accept refugees as workers. Luckily, Kiho checked on his job hunt. Boda then asked where he could find a job because he needed to pay taxes and other necessities. Kiho then brought Boda to the lower decks straight to the plumbing station. They accepted him there as Kiho left and reminded him that the city only protects them from storms and monsters, not poverty, reminding Boda to work hard. Even though Boda is a newbie, he is a hard worker. While working, many problems arise as the ship was made 100 years ago. The boss then told Boda how the world submerged from the comets that fell from the sky and the rain that never stopped for 70 long years, and how the people in the world decided to link ships to make floating cities for the rising water level. However, an accident happened as one of the pipes exploded, flooding Boda's workplace.
Everyone in the plumbing station is in a panic because no one can fit on the pipes that need to be fixed. Boda volunteered and successfully fixed the clogged pipes. Up top, Lita is being interrogated by the guards and attacks Boda. However, the commotion abruptly ends because of the monsters' attack. The monsters attacked the refugees outside the Union Busan and many were killed. A few panels later, Kana is shown leading the other harpoonist out to fight the eel-like sea monsters. The fight showcased Brune's brute force and the other harpoonists' experience in fighting monsters. Kana used a pheromone created by the scientists to lure the last horde of monsters away from the refugees and incinerated them using the ship's flamethrowers, giving high morals to the citizens of Union Busan. However, amidst the chaos, a commotion erupted as the true nature of the ship's guard harpoonists was witnessed by Lita and Boda while escaping. The same guards who accused Boda's father, a murderer, were trying to throw out an old lady because she was not paying her taxes. Boda stood up for the old lady and revealed everything he witnessed during his stay on the ship, giving the guard leader a headache. The guard attacks Boda mercilessly and reveals Boda and Lita's identity as Tianma's kids. He tries to kill Boda in front of many people, however he is saved by Kana. Boda retaliated that Union Busan wasn't the one protecting the people, but instead, it was the people who protected the Union. Doha, the leader of the ship guards, however, thinks otherwise and announces Boda's words as insubordination to the laws of the ship. Doha then attacks Kana, and Kana fights back. While fighting, Doha accused Kana that even knowing they were Tian's kids, she still took them in. We can see in the people's eyes that they reacted to the mention of Tian's name. However, Doha talks with superiority as he says Kana can't beat them no matter how strong she is because of their numbers, but Kana with confidence brings out her harpoon gun, giving Doha an awkward face, as he realizes she actually can take them on. Shoot that mofo out. But the story needs to take longer, that's why Kana shoots the electricity fuse box instead. Why Kana, why? Kill him already. As the lights died, Kana brought the kids with her and started an escape. While she fought the guards on the way, she attacked them and took them down one by one without killing them. However, due to the number of guards, they still can't shake them off. This is where the citizens of the ship started helping them with their escape. They took in the old man as Kana told Kiho that they could use her stash to pay off her tax debt. The old lady, however, before departing with the kids, told them with teary eyes she was really happy that Tian's kids were safe. Other citizens also claimed that they were the ones saved by Boda's father Tian, giving relief to Boda as he grew up knowing that his father is a good person and relinquishing the thoughts that his father is a murderer. The pursuit continued as the citizens tried their best to help Kana and the kids. However, in the end they were still cornered, forcing Kana to attack the guards. Kana was hit by the barrage of attacks from the guards, and she then instructed the kids to wait for her on a crane on the ship's edge. Man, the author really likes to show off, as the angles of the shooters focused on Kana's bazongas. Doha approaches Kana as he tries to fight her with numbers, but Kana hates gangbangs as she fights back and reminiscences about how she trained all her life to become strong enough to protect the kids. Despite her injuries, she exudes a killing aura and manages to dodge the barrage of attacks by the guards. After the grueling fight, she manages to take down everyone and cut off Doha's metal arm. However, the kids are cornered as they are expected to go on the crane. Because of the circumstances, Boda grabs Lita and leaps to the crates hanging on the crane. Thinking they are safe, they start mocking the guards as one of them jumps to the crate, shocking them. The guard attacks the kids. Back in the fight, Doha badmouths the refugees in front of Kana, accusing them of the chaos on the ship. He then told Kana that she should have not left them on their own, because Doha already knew about the hidden ship and they were going to kill them. God just killed that man, Kana. The statement shocks Kana as she rushes her way to the kids. Back to the kids, Boda fought against the attacker and managed to throw him off deck. A sea monster is waiting and eats the guard, frightening the kids. However, Kana arrives in time as Doha shoots the ship, shocking Kana and the kids. That dude magically appears after he is almost dead, lying down lately. Oh my god. After the attack, they are surrounded by the ship guards. Doha then orders them to attack Kana and the kids. Man, they have no honor. Imagine killing their own savior. Kana hugged the kids as they jumped, but the barrage of attacks managed to hit Kana. Doha smiled menacingly as he witnessed Kana and the kids fall. In the water, two huge eyes were waiting for them. But it was actually Brune and the others waiting for their commander. The explosion of the ship was actually part of the plan. The panels then expanded as it flipped to the next chapter, showing a new island called Port Oasis. On the island, Tian's sword is shown as it was taken by now a 17-year-old Boda. Time skip, baby.
I'm curious about how the story will go from here. So if you're also curious, please like, subscribe, and wait for the next chapter. Peace out, everyone.